Yeah, I'm going to share a few points and moments that I thought were really interesting in the sessions this morning. But I'd just like to start by saying that I've been lucky enough to work at Twitch for just over 4 years now. So over the last 4 years, I've attended a lot of gaming conferences like this one, a lot of advertising conferences, ad tech, and some of the insights and content and thought leadership that's been shared this morning is some of the best I've ever heard. So congratulations to the event organizers. It's a really strong effort from them. Well done. Well done. But these are the things that I picked out. We had Chris and James from 2CV talk about some of the opportunities in gaming and esports over the next 12 months. Obviously, there's a growth in spend, but there's a risk associated with that. There's a lack of knowledge. There's a lack of expertise, which was interesting for me to hear because, you know, part of the reason that we're investing in the region is to solve some of those challenges. I think the chart that they showed, that they apologized for as being quite a complicated chart, was one of the most simple charts I've ever seen of our ecosystem. So if that's an indication of how they've approached their piece of research, I'm really encouraged that it will be something that we can all take on board and learn from. After that, we heard a little bit from Eric at Nike, the movement challenge. He talked about the movement challenge, a really simple idea where you can unlock skins in League of Legends if you complete 2 simple challenges, one of those being win a game, but also complete a 2K run. Like, that's one of the most beautifully simple ideas that I've heard around a brand activating with an esports sponsorship. I thought that was tremendous. The numbers that he quoted, and I'll check in with Eric after this, but he said that they generated 800,000 participants for that in 48 hours. And then that, again, you know, that's the beauty of a simple idea. Quite a lot of the time, you know, when brands are looking from the outside in at gaming and esports, it can look incredibly complicated. Inventing and simplifying is something that we should all think about. Alan Fang on the panel. I'm looking forward to getting to know Alan. Alan, who spent $1,000 of his own money on T-shirts that he distributed internally to try and raise the profile of esports within the company. I mean, that's just proof that good marketing starts from inside the company, right? And he talked very passionately about the work that they're doing, but he mentioned how his mind was blown when he saw the Dragons swooping down on the live stream of the League of Legends World Finals that were hosted in Beijing a couple of years ago. If you haven't seen that piece of footage, I'd encourage you to go back and watch that. It is genuinely one of the most groundbreaking AR integrations for gaming and esports that I've ever seen. I thought that was tremendous. Mike from Team Liquid, an amazing presentation as always. Thank you very much. It was really insightful. It was great to hear. One thing I picked out from that was how proud you are of the sort of change in the male to female ratio. And I think that's a really important point to focus on as well. I mean, I joined Twitch 4 years ago, where in the UK, where the audience ratio in the UK was about 90-10, so 90% male, 10% female. At this time, just over 4 years later, it's about 65-35. So that gives you an idea of how far we've come in the last 4 years. Mike's seeing it when he thinks about Team Liquid. We're seeing it at Twitch. Females in gaming is happening, and it's happening now. And then finally, from that final panel, you know, Mike in his session said, don't dip your toe in. And actually, if you listen to Samir from Intel talk passionately about the relationship that they have around the Intel Extreme Masters, they're on their 76th event. 76 events. I mean, they've obviously announced earlier on this year another 3-year, $100 million partnership. You know, this is what commitment looks like, and it's already happening in the industry. And it wouldn't surprise me if that 3-year partnership goes on for much longer than that. So those are the things, the highlights that I took from this session. But I'd just like to thank everybody who was on stage today, the event organizers. Like I say, one of the best sessions I've ever seen around gaming. And with that, I'll sign off. Thanks very much.